But so now I've got my coastal layers on, and I'm gonna very quickly add a layer that shows the water. So I just went down here, I clicked plus, I added this layer. I want to bring this up a little bit, and I'm just gonna call it I'm just gonna call it water. And I'm gonna start, let's see, this might be the best way to do it. Um, I'm unlocking the coastal line. I'm gonna use this line because it's already in there. And then pretty comprehensive actually. So I got that one. And then I'm gonna copy and paste it, but I also want to grab another line so that I'm not just repeating work. So I'm gonna copy this one. Copy. I'm gonna lock this layer. I'm gonna go up to my water layer. So I've clicked on my water layer. I'm gonna edit, paste in place. I've got that in there. And then I'm going to go back. I'm gonna lock my water layer again. I'm gonna go back to the coastal layer. Actually, I'm gonna use, instead of coast, I'm gonna do contours. So I'm gonna grab this line right here and the contour line. I'm gonna double click because I gotta get it out of the group. I'm gonna click on it and see how it highlights the whole line. I'm gonna hit Command C or copy. I'm gonna click on the group here. So just double clicked anywhere outside the group. I'm gonna lock this. I'm gonna go back to my water layer and I'm gonna hit edit, paste in place. Or I do not see, I didn't go back to my layer. I don't want to paste it back into the contour layer. I'm gonna click on my water layer and I'm gonna hit Command Shift V and then I'll just paste it in place. Now, I just want to work on the stuff that I'm working on. And you can see if you click uh, and drag, that's one click and drag, that'll turn them all on, or click and drag, it'll turn them all off. So I need to get these two lines kind of pasted together, right? I think I'm gonna need to add some additional stuff in here, but I'm gonna use my direct selection tool. I'm gonna just delete this point. So I clicked on the line and then I clicked on the point that I want to delete. And I'm gonna just click delete. And then I'm scrolling out, I'm pressing on my roll bar. I'm gonna delete this one too. So I've clicked on this other one and I clicked delete one time. And now I'm gonna click delete twice. So now I've made this into two separate line segments. You can see that, they highlight, if I click them, one highlights and then the other one highlights. I can either use my selection tool and click delete one time or undo. If I click this, I can click delete once and then twice, and then I'll get rid of the entire line. And then now I want this line to become kind of one with the shoreline. So I'm going to I'm going to delete this piece. So I'm going to delete that one. And then I've got these two line segments and I'm going to get rid of that one because that's not the one I want. And I'm going to click this. I'm going to hit P, or I can use my pen tool here. I'm going to click it once and you see it comes up with that join, that little like square with the line through it. It's hard to see, but it's right next to my pen tool, kind of like off and to the right. I'm going to click it. And now that is one line segment. Now, I am also not quite all the way over to the edge. So you can see on this that there's coastline that continues. So I just clicked with my pen tool and now I'm going to continue kind of just sort of clicking along on the edge as I go. And now I'm at a point where I'm ready to kind of like make this into a closed shape. So right now it's kind of all over the place. I clicked and it's just got this like sticky geometry. If I hit shift, it will only allow me to go in cardinal directions. I can only go out straight at like 0 degrees, down at 90 degrees, or out at like 45 or 135. And when I pull down and that pink line is giving me the connection point, and it'll make it so that I'm kind of aligned with this other geometry. So now I have a shape, right? I don't want it to be an outline. I want it to be a color. So I'm going to go over here, and I don't want the water to be green. So I'm going to double click it. Oops, wrong thing. Double click this. Make sure the shape is selected. Double click the color. Get the color to where I want to be. I kind of want it to be sort of like a deep oceany blue to green style. And then I want it to be a little bit lighter, so I'm just going to make the opacity, I don't know, 56. So now I have my water line. I'm going to turn on the rest of my layers and we'll continue. And we'll